Yeah, morning all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, where the screen is visible or not, right? Yes. So data types, two types. Data types are of two types. Fundamental data types. Data types are of two types, right? Fundamental data types or collection data types. Fundamental data types or collection data types. Fundamental data types, object to holding single value. What is it? Object to holding single value. Example, object holding single value means x equal to 10. One object created with value 10 with some address. The address given to x. X equal to 10, one object created with some address. And here object is holding single value. Object to holding single value. Collection data type, object holding group of values. Object to holding group of values. X equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Right. Object holding group of values. Here one object is created. Internally one object created. Like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yes, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's going to have some address. This address is given to X. Fundamental data type. Fundamental data type is of 5 types. Fundamental data types are of 5 types. Int, float, Boolean, string, complex. Integer, float, Boolean, string, complex. Int, age 25. Float, like height 6.2, something in decimal point. Boolean, which gives either true or false. Which gives either true or false. String, something, sequence collection of characters, city equal to Hyderabad, right? Yes. Complex, A plus IB. A plus IB in general mathematics, but in Python, instead of I, we use J, the symbol J, right? Yes. So int, float, Boolean, string, and complex. Collection types, 4 types of collections. List, tuple, set, dictionary. List, tuple, set, and dictionary. List represented by using squared bracket, tuple by using normal braces, set by using curly bracket, dictionary by using key and value, right? Yes. By seeing the braces only, you should identify whether it is what type of collection, right? Square bracket, normal bracket, curly bracket, right? Yes. Y equal to tuple of values 10, 20, 30, 40, right? Tuple of values. An example like Z equal to set 10, 20, 30, set of values. Yeah, list tuple set and dictionary, right? Yes. List tuple set and dictionary. Dictionary is something in key value format. For example, name Ajay, age 25, something in key value format, right? Key value format. Collection of key value pairs and dictionary. Yeah, five types of five types, right? Fundamental data types are of five types: int, float, boolean, string, and complex. Right. And object holding group, collection data types, object holding group of values. List, tuple, set, and dictionary, right? Yes. Now coming to this fundamental data types, right? Whenever we install Python, right? Go to the start programs, go to this Python where it is available right there. Python 3.11 IDLE, right? Python shell gets opened, and this is what Python shell. File, new file. File, new file, right? Yes. So here, fundamental data types. Fundamental data types. X equal to 10. What value you are assigning to X? Based on the value assigned, the variables are created dynamically, right? If you are assigning an integer value, X is what? Integer variable. If you are assigning float variable, float value, float variable gets created. If you are assigning a Boolean value like true or false, T should be in uppercase. For false, F should be in uppercase. This is complex. 3 plus 4J. And for string, HEL, something in double quotes, right? So string can be in double quotes or single quote or triple quote. For multiple lines of string, go for triple quote. For single line, go for single or double quote. All three types of print X, comma, print X. Type of X. Type of X is what type? Integer type. Print Y, comma, type of Y. Type of Y is what type? Type of Y is what? Float type. Print type of Z, Boolean type. Print W, comma, type of W, complex type. W, comma, type of W is what? Complex type. Print hello, comma, type of hello, right. Print P, comma, type of P. Type of P is what? Hello. Right. Type of P is what? Hello type. Yes. Any name dot py, fundamental data types. Next. Okay, that is what fundamental data types. String, right? String represented by using single quote, double quote, or triple quote. X equal to Python, Python. Internally, one object gets created for Python, right? Yes, within this Python, Python, right? Python, Python. An object is to get created, right? That is given to X. And it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every character is identified. Every character is identified, right? By index. This we call like a positive index or forward index. Positive index or forward index. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Negative index or backward index. Backward index, right? Yes. Try to answer what is the value of x of 2. X of 2 value is what? X is the string in that second indexed. What is that? T. X of -2 is what? O. X of -2 is what? O. X of 0 colon. See, I want a py. Extract only py. 0, 1 you want. 0, 1. You need to give 2. Always upper bound is this lower bound. This is upper bound. Upper bound excluded. You will get what is that? Py as the output. Py. 0, 1. 2 gets excluded. 0 and 1 only will be considered, right? Yes. If you want a particular portion of a string, fine. Okay. Next is output statement in Python. Output statement or output function, right? Output function in Python. What is it? Print. More on this print statement, output function in Python, right? Yes. For example, I got some value like x as 10, y as 20, right? X as 10, y as 20. Print x comma y. If I say x comma y, what is the output we get, right? Then no, you will get like 10 space 20. For example, I want 10 comma 20. I want 10 comma 20. Then what I need to do? Print x comma y comma separator equal to what separator you want between them? Comma separated, or you want space separated, or tab separated. Space separated, x comma y separated equal to space slash t. x comma y separator equal to comma, x comma y separator equal to space, x comma y separator equal to slash t. Separator is comma, x comma y separator equal to space, x comma y separator equal to slash t. Okay. Any kind of separator, colon 10 is to 20, right? X 10 is to 20. X comma y comma SCP comma slash n. Separator equal to comma, separator equal to space, separator equal to tab space, separator equal to colon, right? Separator equal to slash n. Run module. Separator is what? Comma separated, space separated, tab separated, colon 10 and 20, right? Yes. 10 comma 20, 10 space 20, 10 tab 20, 10 colon 20, 10 and 20, right? Yes. Any kind of separators can be used. A value 10, B is 20, C is 30. Can I define within a single line in this way, right? A is 10, B is 26. Can I give comma here? It gives error here. We get error, right? Run module. We get error. If you want to write multiple Python statements in a single line, semicolon, right? It will work now. Anytime like print A, if you want to write 3 Python statements in a single line, print A value, print B value, and print C value. Print A, print B, and print C. Print A, print B, print C. Run module. Okay, printing A, B, C, right? A value, B value, C value. So it's valid. Even though if you are printing all this in the same line, doesn't mean that prints, see the behavior of the print, right? Prints the values and control goes to next line. Prints this and goes to the next line. Prints and goes to the next line. Print behavior. For example, empty print. Empty print means it won't print anything, but control goes to next line. Empty line you will get. Empty line. That is what? SCP, separator. And one more functionality we see, right? END functionality. Print, for example, print good. Print good. Print morning. Print good and print morning. Print good and morning. It prints in 2 different lines, right? Print good and morning will be printed in 2 different lines, but I want within the single line. If multiple print statements, if you want in a single line, so it is printing in 2 lines, but I want to get the output within a single line. So after the first line, just give END using what you want to combine both, using space. Using space we want to combine, right? Run module. Good END, good morning, right? Yes. Within the same line. Not only this space, you can use any kind of thing, right? Space or tab space, slash t in this way, slash t, or without without any, just I'm copying it without any space. Good morning as a single word. Good slash t means 4 spaces, and here 1 space. Good morning. Good tab morning. Space, right? Tab. Good space, good tab, and good morning, right? Yes. 3 statements using space. Okay. Combining the, if I got 3 lines like this, if you got 3 lines in this way. Good morning, Hyderabad. If I want to combine these 3 print statements output into a single line, after the second line, you END equal to space. END equal to space, right? It's run module. Run module, right? Yes. Bracket has to be closed. Right. Bracket has to be closed. Run module. Good morning, Hyderabad. Okay. Next input. Next input function. Input function, right? For accepting input from the accepting input from the user keyboard, right? Yes. For accepting input from the user keyboard, right? for accepting input from the user keyboard. Instead of giving the values directly like this, x equal to 10, say input enter value of x, whatever that value will be assigned to x. Ajay, instead of giving the name directly, right? Enter the name. Whatever name you enter, that name will be provided, right? Yes. If name equal to input, enter the first name. Enter the first name. Input, enter the first name. L name. Input, enter the last name. Input, enter the last name. Input, enter the first name, enter the last name. Print F name plus L name. F name plus L name, right? First name plus last name, right? Yes. Run monitor the first name, enter the last name. Ajay, enter the last name, Kumar. Ajay Kumar, right? You will get as Ajay Kumar. One more example on this input, right? Enter the first, enter the last name you have seen, right? Yes. Accepting two values. Accepting two values, right? From the user keyboard. And performing addition. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. Two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. X equal to enter, okay, x equal to input enter value of x using input function enter value of x, right? Y equal to input enter value of y, right? Enter value of x, enter value of y. Print x comma type of x. X comma type of x is what type? Print xn type of x. Type of x. Print y comma type of y. Print x plus y, right? Print x plus y. Yes. Type of x, type of y. Now observe this. Run module, right? Enter value of x, 10. Enter value of y, 20. What is type of x and type of y? Value of x is 10, value of y is ten and 20, right? Yes. Now the type of x and type of y will be not integer. We'll say string type. So see this 10 string, 20 string, concatenation, right? Why? Because whatever we accept through input function, if we enter integer or float or any value, right, will be taken as string. Whatever we are accepting, we are accepting, using input function. Using input function. Default taken as, by default taken as string. Whatever we are accepting using input function, by default taken as string. And we need to convert to the respective types. We need to convert to whatever we are accepting using input by default taken as string, and we need to convert to the respective types. We need to convert to the respective types. So here int, enter value of x taken as string. So convert to integer by saying int of input. Keep everything within the int function. Here also keep entire this input within the int function, so that enter value of x, enter value. If you want float, say float of. String type means str of. So if you want to typecast int of, you need to say, right? Yes, run module. Enter value of x 10. Enter value of y 20. Sum is 30 here. Now they are integer types, right? Yes, input and output functions, right? For inputting value, and print is for displaying the result. Input for inputting the values, right? Yes. So we already said we'll be discussing in brief, right? So it's not like 45 hours course. It's nearly 70 hours of Python course, right? 70 to 75 hours we'll be discussing, right? In brief, in depth of various concepts. And for full stack, it takes 4 months. For Python core and advanced, takes 2 to 2.5 months. So here next is like flow control statements. Flow control statements in Python. Every statement executes only once. Every statement executes only once from top to bottom. Every statement executes only once from top to bottom. In order to execute set of state, in order to execute set of statements for repeated number of times, a repeated number of times, or for multiple times, or for multiple times, we go for control structures. We go for control structures. We go for control structures or loops. In order to execute set of statements for repeated number of times or for multiple times, we go for control structures or loops. Or to execute or not to execute. To execute or not to execute set of statements. To execute or not to execute set of statements, we go for flow control statements. To execute or not to execute set of statements, we go for flow control statements. We go for flow control statements. To execute or not to execute set of statements means right there. For example, here you got some force statements. Here you got some force statements. Which, see, I doesn't want to execute all the 8 statements depending upon the condition. If condition true, execute these statements. If condition false, execute the other set of statements. Based on the condition, right? Which statements, either this or this. Or I want to execute these 4 statements for 10 times or 20 times or 100 times. We go for loops or control structures. Flow control statements. Flow control statements are divided into 2 parts. First one is condition. Second is like block or class. Condition means an expression which returns a Boolean value. An expression which returns a Boolean value. An expression which returns a Boolean value. For example, a person eligible to vote or not. Age greater than or equal to 18. Then is eligible to vote. An expression which returns a Boolean value. Set of statements. Block or class means set of statements following the same space indentation, right? Yes. An expression which returns a Boolean value means if we take any expression, it returns either true or false. If true, perform this, if false, perform the other. Set of statements following the same space indentation means, okay, I'll come back to what you mean by block or class. But for that, various flow control statements, various flow control statements or loops are. Flow control statements or loops are. If else, for loop, while loop, while else, if else, elif, for loop, while else. Break statement, continue and pass. Break, continue and pass. Pass statement. If else, elif, for loop, while else, break, continue and pass. Syntax for defining if else, right? Syntax for defining if else. Syntax for defining if else. If condition, colon, statement one. Here statement one states, statement two, statement three, statement four, right? See this, if I keep this colon, if I press enter, it will take indentation. If I won't keep this colon, it won't take any indentation, right? Keep colon, press enter, indentation is taken, right? All the statements within the if block should follow the same space indentation. All the statements within the if block follow the same space indentation, right? Here else again, else. Statement 5, statement 6, statement 7, statement 8. This we call like block 1. This we call like 2. If the condition is true, then the statements within the, if the condition is true, then the statements within the if block. If block means block 1 will be executed. If the condition is false, If the condition is false, then the statement within the else block, block 2 will be executed. If the condition is true, then the statements within the if block, block 1 will be executed. If the condition is false, then the statements within the else block, block 2 will be executed. Statements with if block, block 1, as statements, then the statements within the else block, block 2 will be executed. Yes. Understood, right? Now, what do you mean by blocks? What do you mean by this block, right? Set of statements following the same space indentation. Just I'll take 10 minutes more, right? Program illustrating if else, right? Program illustrating if else. X equal to input, enter value of X. Input, enter value of X. If X value less than or equal to, if X value less than or equal to print 1 ONE. See, if I say enter, automatically takes the indentation. Print TWO2 automatically takes the indentation. Print THREE, right? THREE, right? Print 4 FOUR, right? Else else FIVE5 print SIX6 print 7 yes. If condition true, statements within the if block, otherwise statements within the else block. All right. So here, if the condition is true, statements within the if block, within the else block executes. Enter value of X 4. First if block executes 4 less than or equal to 4. Run module 7. If it says 7 less than or equal to 4, false, else block. Yes. If I won't give this colon, it gives error, right? It will use red mark. Run module in giving red mark there, expected colon. If you're not giving indentation also, it gives error, right? Yes, if you're not giving the indentation correctly, it gives expected indented block. See, expected indented block, right? Yes. So all the statements within the if and all the statements within the else. Even we have got elif functionality for providing multiple conditions. For providing multiple conditions. For providing multiple in Python, we doesn't have data or time data types, but we have what datetime model is available. Later we discuss about it, right? But as of now, I'm taking the time as float time. For providing multiple conditions, program illustrating the change in time. Change in time. If time, the first time equal to float of whatever you are doing input, right? Input, enter value of enter the current time. For providing multiple conditions, program illustrating the change in time. Float of input, enter the current time. If time value less than, if time less than or equal to 12, right? Say, right, print good morning. Print good morning, right? Yes. If time is not less than 12, if time is above 12, right? If time is less than or equal to 16, right? Less than 16, it's good afternoon, right? Yes. If time else if time is not less than 16 also, if it is above 16, if time less than or equal to 20, yes, print to good, it is print to good evening. If all these conditions are false, go to else and say print to good night. Elif for position, right? Program illustrating the change in time, right? Enter the current time. If time less than 12, good morning. Otherwise, if time less than 16, good afternoon. If the first condition itself is true, it won't execute the remaining blocks. If our condition is satisfied with which block, that block only executes. If all these three are not satisfied, then it will go to else and say print good night. Okay, this elif and if else and this indentation, right? Indentation in Python conditions. No need of any curly braces here, right? Yes. Okay. So tomorrow the link will be changing, right? You to get enrolled, you are supposed to get enrolled, and this timing of this batch will be in the morning 6 to 7, right? Once again, I'm coming. I said right in this demo session, timing of this batch will be from tomorrow. Time will be from 6 to 7 daily, from Monday to Yes. In brief, in depth, we'll be discussing about this Python, right? Python core advanced application oriented modules. And go for Django, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and Django and a project. So you can see the payment details and the things within the chart panel. Yes, you can see the chart panel, right? Otherwise, even you can check your mail in the to the mail also, they'll be forwarding you, right? And the contact details online team, contact details of the online is there, right? And if you pay, if you do, and don't forget to share the screenshot of your payment to this mail ID provided, durgasoft online training @gmail.com. durgasoft online training @gmail.com. Okay. But any queries from your side, anyone, right? In brief, in depth, I'll be typing and showing you each and every application. It's not like bringing some pre-written code and explaining it, right? Yes. Any queries from your side, anyone? Okay. So I'm stopping for now and we'll continue tomorrow, right? At 6 o'clock in the morning to see more on this.